Tangled up, man. Yes. Turn this down. Hopefully you can hear me. What's going on? Knocked over the damn camera. Too many wires. Too many entanglements in life. Things get in our way. We stumble. I know I do. Mess up. Get the wrong one. Maybe get in the trade a little too early. Maybe give it too much room, moves against you. Maybe you hold a stock, you're like, man, why did I hold this stock? Why do I hold this? Lady said to me, maybe trading isn't for me. I've had four stocks in a row. 4 move against me. Maybe it's not for me. Maybe the market's not for me. Or maybe it's just timing. And I said, every day someone's born. Every day someone dies. Every day someone gets an iPhone for the first time. Now, we live in our own little world and think about ourselves. But everywhere around you, there's people experiencing for the first time shit you've experienced over and over and over and over and over. And it's called fucking wisdom. And as you get older, you become wiser. Now, when you're younger, that's hard to imagine that you'll ever be any fucking smarter than you are right now. Because you feel like, man, I kind of know everything. I know how to fix politics. I know where everything should be. I'm the greatest human being ever. A lot of people operate inside of that paradigm. And yet you come into the market and it's chaotic, it's chaos. And we look at these things. Let me pull up stock charts. This is the Dow Jones Industrial Average. And the Dow Jones has gone straight up for like 3 weeks now. Look at this. Straight up. Just up. And I guarantee you, along this way, people having problems with life, wife, girlfriend, sicknesses, work, gotta move. Where should we vacation? Oh, I should buy this new car. I should buy this. Every one of these days are decisions of our involvement, our activities as we watch the market inside our crazy lives. And you're like, oh, it's so fucking stressful. It's stressful. And you're like, really? It looks like little lines on a chart to me. Is this stressful? A little dot? Does that shake you up? Little line. Little line. It don't matter which one it is, sir. Just sit down and listen. No one on earth right now cares about your stocks. It's not what this is about. I don't come here to fucking teach the money flow, to listen to you. Give me your stupid stocks that you think are going up. Nobody cares. This is about eating for life. This is how you actually can get rich. Got people trying to come in my office. Maybe life has you too stressed out. Maybe you're too fucking busy with just living to participate. And it's stressful. Gerald, did you see Zillow? So stressful to me. I might not make it. And what happens is, because this is money, and now this is a stage 4 decline. While the Dow Jones has gone straight up, this stock has gone straight down. And you say, why? You know the difference? People sold this one and they bought the other one. That's why. That's it. They didn't like what these guys said, but they liked what pretty much everyone else said. And that one went up. And that's the chaos of the stock market, man. And it's going to do it, and it's going to do it, and do it. And tomorrow, when you don't feel like participating, and you're busy, and you can't be bothered to look, this game is going to play out. Or maybe you do. Maybe you do look. Maybe you do watch. And the biggest question I get asked all the time, how do you catch a market rotation? You watch the market, man. Fuck, dude. Guy said to me, how do you buy a house? Save money. Like, none of this is complicated. But it's all about the execution. And so as I began to watch the market, I began to see that price waves moved in 4 directions. As I'd study, I'd go to seminars. I became obsessed with this. I became obsessed like people do with sports or fishing or fucking painting or something that you do, that you feel called to do, that you do, that has nothing to do with getting paid at your job or someone asking you to do it or fucking anything. You do it because you have to do it. And I began to watch it and I became fucking obsessed with it. And what I began to see is the price would move sideways, and then it would run up, and then it would move sideways, and then it would pull back, and then it would move sideways, and it would run up. And it appeared to be chaotic. And price would move up and fucking down, and you'd be like, all right, they're doing earnings. I think I'll play earnings. I'm going to go buy blah, blah, blah. And you put a bet, and you can make a bet, and you can do that. And you can make a huge fucking bet, and the next day have 50 times your money. 20 times. Every day is a possibility to do that in this game. And I meet children, kids, fucking kids, teenagers make $50,000 in crypto. And I'm talking to a 19-year-old yesterday, and he says, what do you think I should do with money? And I'd be like, how the fuck are you not reading on this 4 hours a day, every day, day after fucking day, after day, after day, after day, after day, after week, after week, after month, guess what happens? You get real smart. And guess what happens? What you think about comes about. What you focus on grows. And guess what? You get fucking rich. That's how you get rich. You think about rich shit and you pursue it with action. That's it. It's not complicated. And so what I began to do is like, all right, well, I need to construct rules around this game. You can't just play blackjack, fuck, hit, stay, yeah, I'll take insurance. So there's no aces. I don't know. How do you play? And then you're playing cards if you're like me and you've ever studied cards and you take it serious and you sit down and you're ready to play. And then some guy sits down to you and he's, what the fuck are you? Don't hit that, man. Are you stupid? And everyone who knows how to play the game gets that gut feeling when you go to play and then someone starts doing dumb shit. You're like, what are you doing? Why? Because in your mind, in your repetition of the game, you've created rules. Rules that just make sense. They're like, if you don't do this, you're fucking stupid. It's dumb. Don't do that. Do this. There's a way to win Monopoly. You know how you lose Monopoly? Don't buy anything. Just roll your fucking dice and collect the $200 and watch what happens. Let me show you how to lose. Just roll the fucking dice, move your piece, pay your bill, and keep rolling it. And don't buy anything. Don't buy stocks, don't buy railroads, don't buy properties. Just go about your fucking day and say it's too stressful. And watch what happens to every player on the game of Monopoly when they do that. They get eaten. Fucking crushed. They take all your money. Because the inflation of the board every fucking turn costs more. Have you ever analyzed the game of Monopoly? Every time around the board gets more expensive because people buy properties and they put houses on them. And the next time you come, it's one house, and then 3, and then a fucking hotel, and then you're out. And they win the game because they bought property. And so I decided, and as I began to watch, I began to see it like magic, man. Just a little dumbass with a crayon. Oh, Gerald, I wish you didn't curse. I know. I wish you'd just do this. Don't worry about what I say or how I say it. And I began to see that price would move in these wave patterns. You say, it's not true. My dad said that's tarot card reading. Really? Is it? Is it, Dad? Is it tarot card reading? Okay. Well, guess what? Over time, here's what I figured out. And this is what people miss. Over time, quality stocks go up. They go higher. Over and over, and the price of houses go higher and higher and higher, and the price of paintings and gold and oil and fucking insurance and your car payment and your dental costs, it's never coming down. They're never bringing it down. It just fucking higher and higher. Prices. And the guy says, why are you talking like this? Because this is why the game is rigged, man. This is what you need to understand. The whole fucking thing is rigged. That's it. All my adult fucking life, they go higher. It's rigged. And so it's like you walk into the casino and they say, sir, listen, there's a game. I just want to let you know. Most of the time, goes in your favor. Matter of fact, as you play the game, they'll give you fucking coins. They'll give you money to play the game. And guess what? If you want, you don't even have to blow out. Would you like to play that game? Yeah, I'll take that game, man. So I go sit down, and as I watch, and as I read all these books, and I go to all these seminars, let me show you one. Right? Now, here's what I figured out. Here's what I figured out. I don't know how far the stages are going to go. Now, you could say, well, I'm really into fundamental research. So am I. But guess what? That doesn't work either. There's no statistical fucking evidence that you being a reader or reading about a company or a company should do well means it's going to do well. Everything is probability. Everything is the unknown and everything is risk. You could flip a coin and do about as well as you're trading. You take me and you right now. Look at a stock, flip a fucking coin. Right? It don't matter. It's not like you got the discipline to stick to it anyway. Do you? You feel you're pretty disciplined? Guy said to me, how do you spot market rotation? You're disciplined. You watch the fucking market every day. You watch all of it. Bonds, gold, what happened to Dow Jones? Where's technology? Where are bonds? And as I watch it, I see rotations happening. And as I buy stocks in different sectors across the economy, and I do position trading where just because they go down, I don't sell them. I don't have to sell a stock because it goes down. It could be an opportunity that now I can use my trading skills of knowing when a price is too low or too high. That doesn't mean it's the low or the high. It just is low or it is high. That's the biggest misconception. You don't know where it's going. I don't know where it's going. And as I began to sit there and notice that price moved in stages and waves, and I began to study them, man. When other people are beat down by fucking life and, I don't know, man, I don't know if I'm going to make it. I'm watching this. And what am I looking for? You see that you see this dotted line? So if you've been through my boot camp, you'll never, ever have this question again. What stage is this in? Is it a buy or is it a sell? It is the same every time. When these prices come together and that 5-day and 10-day converge, this is called the moving average convergence divergence. And guess what it does? It moves and converges. And when it converges, what does that mean? It means they come together. This is math. All this is tracking a 9-day, an 11-day, and a 21-day moving average. And it calculates a formula. And there's a spread and a convergence and a divergence. It expands and contracts. And this is called an oscillator. And you should have spent like 50 hours reading on this. Literally every fucking question I get asked is answered right here. What is it? Chapter 4. As that price converges, they're coming together. What is that telling you? Momentum has changed. So if you've ever played cards, you can feel the change. Why? All the high cards have left, all the low cards. If you have some way of calculating odds, you can feel the change. That's what this is. Price comes together and stops. I don't need this. I can already spot what a box is. It's 4 candles, meaning 4 days. Prices come together and they stop dropping and they go sideways. The money flow trading system is fractal. A fractal is a never-ending pattern. When you end, it doesn't. When you're tired, it's not. When you go, fuck, dude, I'm going to go on vacation. I need a break. It doesn't. It doesn't need that. It doesn't need your fucking permission. It doesn't ask your feelings or care. Oh, don't feel good. It doesn't care. It just moves in its pattern. And as you begin to study this, if you fell in love with this, like I do, if you loved this, when that comes together, this is the apex fucking moment of this is it. Right here. And that's what the money flow trading system book is about. That right there. That come together. That cross. Nothing on the stock market can change direction or move until that moment happens. And that is a pattern. A price pattern. The money flow trading system is fractal. Fractal's a never-ending pattern. Fractals are infinitely complex patterns that are self-similar across different scales. They are created by repeating a simple process over and over and over. This right here. It's only part of it though, man. It's only part of it. Before this happens, there's a stage 1. And before that happens, a box is built. And before that happens, we can look up here and see price and we can say, is it extreme or not extreme? And as you begin to read charts, it's different than when other people read them. This is fucking art. And with art, there's no right and wrong, and there's a lot of gray areas. And you might interpret something different than I do. And so right now, as I look at this stock, what are we seeing? What is that 5 doing? And you say, what stock is it? It doesn't matter, man. What is that 5-day exponential moving average doing? Is it above the 10 or below it? It's above it. I mean, look, right there. That is the average price of the last 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guess what you have right there? A box. You have a box being built. And as we come to the money flow, and you start to learn the pattern, all of this is coming together. Price moving in chaos. Day to day, every day. This is what I know. So anything else someone else says is pure fucking conjecture. I don't know. You think it's going up? How the fuck? If I knew it was going up, I'd be a billionaire. If anyone on fucking planet Earth knew for certain about anything, they would have all of the money. So a fucking YouTuber doesn't know. He doesn't know. He'd be a fucking billionaire if he knew. If he could just know 3 times. You give me for certain 3 fucking trades, 100% certain I'm rich. That's the potential here, man. So when you meet guys of certainty or somehow special, oh yeah? Really? And yet we will come into this and be like, man, I don't know. I feel like it's too high. Is it too high? Really? You got 4 months? That's 90 days? No, man. See, so with the money flow, it brings order to that chaos, man. And we watch, and you'll see it, and this is how price moves. And even inside of that, that's not certainty. Just telling you what is. That is the bottom. RSI went extreme. Price goes sideways. What do we see? Price converges. It moves in. It's forming a box. And we see it. That's what this is. This slope. This is magic. The slope down, the slope up, slope down, slope up, slope down, slope up. There's almost a pattern to it. Right? Look at these boxes. That is the bottom on every chart ever. They all look the same. And so do tops. But here's the thing. We don't know if it's the top or the bottom. I would have said that right here. So I need rules for myself that keep me from harming myself. So I need an entry and I need an exit inside of the movement of price. If I'm trading, what if I'm not trading? What if I'm just gathering? More gathers more. You know how you get a lot of shares of something? You buy them. You know how you actually buy them? Over time. You know what the millionaire code is? Time times amount times yield equals. And so as I watch this pattern, maybe I decide I don't want to trade the pattern. I want to accumulate the pattern. I want to use the pattern to gather more. Meaning I don't want to buy up here. I want to buy down here. As price works its way higher and higher. Now, what's a trade inside of that? See, the money flow is a lot of things, man. The money flow operates in it's bigger than just stocks. The money flow. Now, this pattern came to me years ago. Now, look. Come on, man. This is not tarot cards. Watch. And there's areas it gets gray. I'm not going to say it doesn't. Like in here, we get gray. But we talk about that. Now, what are we seeing? See a box? I see a box. Are we out of the trade? No, it's not going down. Did we take some off? Oh, yeah. Made about 70%. We got to take it off. Now, I've jumped ahead, but the money flow says as price moves through this price pattern, when it runs the next one, it tends to stop where the previous one stopped. But that isn't necessarily the high. They say, well, you can't pick the top. I know, but you can pick all of them. Meaning this pattern will appear, and instead of being the top, instead of breaking down, instead of going into a stage 4, it breaks back out to the upside, and you get what's called a runaway. And so the more time that it spends building this out and working this RSI off, the more likely that that could happen. And if watch this. Here's the beautiful thing. Watch. So as we're watching this, we're not trying to guess. I don't know where oil's going. I don't know. This is gush. This is a 2 times leverage fund, right? We're just following the pattern of price. As price moves up and down and up and down, and the stock will go through this 4 stages until it dies. And so Facebook IPO'd one day, and they all IPO in a stage 2 breakout. Boom. They're born, new stock. And Facebook one day was born and it was $38. And one day DraftKings was born. And one day Amazon, and their stocks right now that are beautiful companies. And the reason your parents aren't fucking rich is they didn't buy them and keep them and accumulate them over time. And you're doing the same thing. You hold amazing companies. And when they birth you an opportunity and they fall 40, 50%, hello fucking Amazon, Tesla, every great company that you see right now have that Intel, Microsoft, fucking Google. Why? Because they're companies and they try new things and they make fucking mistakes. And they go on sale, and instead of going, oh, this is great, we cry about it. Yeah, that's what most people do. When opportunity knocks on the fucking door, they're scared. Oh, you thought it'd be easy. But it doesn't feel good. I know. Oh, you thought it'd be easy and feel good. I'm sorry. You thought, oh, you got here. The market needed to change. Oh, you got here. Let's back up forward. Remember the pain. Ford fell to $4. This is a weekly chart. Could we ever call the bottom? Yeah, man. There's a box. That is a bottom. Might not be the bottom, because just like a stock can go sideways, up, build a base, another breakout, guess what it can do to the downside? Stage 4 decline, right here. Stage 4 decline, start to go sideways. There we go. Now we're going sideways again. And then what? Stage 4 decline. And then what? And then we're going sideways again. And then what? Breakout. What is that? That's a runaway to the downside, baby. That's a runaway to the downside. This is a runaway to the upside. Where was the best time to buy Ford? Come on, you're smart. All you guys are smart. Here, back it up. Tell me, where was the best time to buy Ford? Everyone on here go, probably right here. Yeah, it looks good to me. Now, some of you wait till it hits above the 200. I've listened to that dumbass conversation. I don't buy anything below the 200. Oh, okay. There you go. Then you buy at 9 and right at 19. I'm going to buy it at 4. Because you can catch bottoms. You can tell the bottom. Oceanfront properties reserved for the mighty. You thought they were just going to give it to you. But Zillow's down so much. And they made a bad mistake. And I don't like it. You don't like it? I remember when Amazon fell to $16. Or not Amazon, Facebook. You say that never happened. Yeah, let's see. Oh, look. Remember when Facebook was $25 and they had that big crash? Fell all the way to $18. Terrible. Guys are down 50%. What should I do? Remember that? No. Because you weren't doing it then. The game has been going on long before you got here. Long before you got here, people would have a stock and it dropped 50%. Long before you were playing. This ain't new. This ain't new. Now Facebook's 341. And you say, well, how would you have known it's Facebook? I don't know. How would you know it's Uber or Roku? Like, you know the top 50 tech companies. You know industrial companies. And you say, well, how do you spot market rotations? What's the XLP? Consumer staples, right? What would be your rotation? The sector would break out. It'd put in a bottom, build a box, and turn. And you'd have to move. Now look at this. Sideways, up, sideways, down, right? Now what? Up. Where's it going? Up. Where do I look to sell some? Where it was before. Why? Because that tends to slow the stock down. And notice what's happening. RSI is extreme. So 10 years ago when I'm writing this, it's doing it today. That's tarot cards, I guess. My dad said this is tarot card reading. And I said, no. It's just buying stocks low, and if I want to sell them, selling them into strength. Doing it fucking logically. Buy when other people are fearful, and be fearful when other people are greedy. So I'm concerned as it goes higher, meaning I don't want to buy it. At the very least, I'm not a buyer up here, because I like to buy right down there. And I know that markets cycle and they rotate and different things scare the market. And inside of the fucking chaos, price just flows and ebbs like this. And there's different things. There's 11 sectors of the S&P 500. Everything from financials to technology, biotechs to fucking genomics. We could break it down into another 258 subsectors of things. Video games, this shit is endless, man. But if you're wanting to trade, if you get down into trading, one thing I'll give crypto traders, I mean the real ones, they know, they study shit. They read, they look. Oh, this is a beautiful thing. So what have we done if you're in the XLP? And you say, well, what is the XLP? You just pull it up, man. What are some stocks inside of that? Let me pull up my other thing here. Make sure I give you the right ones. Andrea, you better buy my book. Consumer staples. Procter & Gamble, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Walmart, Costco, Estee Lauder, fucking makeup company, Philip Morris, Altria, Palmolive. So as you watch, sector rotation, a sector, the XLP, consumer staples, this is a sector. How do you know it's rotating? It's gone through the money flow pattern. Look. Where do I want to buy it? Stage 1, I want to nibble. There's the breakout. What happened? MACD convergence divergence. Price diverged. It told you the bottom. Look, once the box bottom was put in, and we're marking these pivot points, so you're staying with the market every day. What are you looking for? 4 days. Need to make a box. If this histogram bottoms and turns, that's all I'm looking for. The extreme points, man. Going down. Not once it's moving, it's moving. I don't need about it up in here. Well, let me back that up. We're going to get complicated there. All right, man, listen. The rotation you're going to see is something that was low, ran up high, like oil has me concerned. So what do we got? XLE. Where's it? So if we're looking now, get a piece of paper, get a pencil. XLP, consumer staples. What stocks are those? Procter & Gamble, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Walmart, Costco, Estee Lauder, Philip Morris, blah, blah, blah. Shit you use at your house. Those have been going up. It told you, gave you the stage 1, gave you the breakout. Here's the sector going up. What is that? Consumable goods, shit you have to buy at the house. What else is going up? Oil. You think this has anything to do with inflation? Yeah, that's what it is. Oil's going up, right? But look, it looks like it's topping. It's building a box. What is that? Stage 3. We don't know if it's going to drop or go higher. There are people who'll tell you they know. If you go on YouTube right now and you type it in, I bet there's a YouTuber who'll tell you 5 reasons oil's going to $200. Maybe not on YouTube. None of them even fucking probably trade oil. Maybe some of the older dudes on there do. See that box being built? When did it start? When RSI went extreme. Soon as it goes extreme, I'm looking for the box. Now it's starting. Nothing complicated. Crayon. As long as price is on this side of the green line, let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it go higher and higher and higher. And your counts balance goes higher and higher and higher and higher. And be ready to just shave it. Guy said, how much do you trim? Damn, man, how much do you think a trim is? If I said, hey, just trim my hair a little, what is that? It ain't fucking complicated. It ain't math. Take 10%, 20%. I don't know. Do you need money? If you need money for another trade, maybe squeeze a little bit more off it. But you don't have to get out of it. It's not an exact science. Now, you could fucking nerd out on it and take your trade, take the last 100 trades and come up with some fucking math formula that says if you trimmed 17.6% every time, maybe that was the best number. Because if you trimmed more and caught more breakouts, you could compound faster. That's all this is. This is not me predicting price. I don't know where the fuck it's going. I know it moves like this. And so as it goes sideways, it doesn't have to go down. If it doesn't break below the 20, if the moving average don't cross over, then it's not going to go down. It could break out and be a brand new stage 2 breakout. 3 becomes 1. This is yin and yang, man. This is a bipolar universe. You know, one side of you is a little bitch and the other side's like 10 foot tall and bulletproof. Which one came in yesterday? I don't know. Which one you want to wear today? Who do you want to be today? What kind of trader you want to be on Monday? So I had to say, well, I don't have enough money to participate. Well, that's bullshit. It's free. She said, what do you mean? I said, you could paper trade. You could take $20 trades. What other excuse do you have? Guy says, oh, I can't follow all your trades. You don't have $50? What do you mean? You could follow them. What if we did this to learn? What if you did it to the grind of doing it? I told a guy the other day, take all my money. Take everything. You know what I do the next day? $20 transfer, $100 transfer. Let me get a little bit of, and then I go to the money flow. The guy says, well, what stock do I start with? I don't start with the fucking stock. I start with this. I don't care about what stock it is. I go, look. All right. I'm common sense. I'm looking at this one. It just ran up. Now, I'm much more interested in it in here than I was in here. Why? Because I know it could go down. And so as I'm watching the RSI. Is it being worked off and price is going sideways? Or is the MACD gone down and yet price is not? Price is king, is it not? And so if price is rejecting lower and continues to march sideways, I got to assume it wants to go higher because it didn't go down. And it's above the green line, right? And what do you see happening right now? Oh, Monday's going to be exciting. I've been thinking about this all day painting. You bet you ain't even fucking thought about it once. You've gone all weekend, haven't thought about oil. Shameful. I want to learn about rotations. Well, then look. I get asked that by everyone. Now, do you mean, what do I look at? Or do you mean, is there a little filter that'll send me a little signal so I don't have to do shit and just do it? Is that what you mean? That's what most people mean. Can you give me a filter? No. Here's what I could give you. Homework. That's what I could give you. I wish I could give you courage. Man, some of you guys said, man, I'm going to buy a house. No, you ain't. Fucking scared. Most people are scared. It's not that you can't. You got the means. What, having good credit is fucking hard? You know what? All you got to do is do what the fuck you said you're going to do. It's not complicated. That's it. Look at this triangle being built. I don't talk about triangles. Triangles are stupid. We don't look for triangles. Whenever I get the triangle crowd, I know we're doing something different. Money flow is not about triangles. But that's an ascending triangle if you've read the books. Most people just don't have courage, man. It ain't about, well, it's complicated or I'm busy. Bullshit. I own 17 fucking houses. I'm busy. I'm writing books. Like, it's busy. All kinds of shit I ain't got done. All kinds of pressure. Well, I'm just waiting on the right time. Bullshit. Well, my wife don't. Bullshit. Whatever comes out of your mouth, bullshit. And until you think that, you'll just keep allowing that. So I got to say this conversation with myself all the time, dude. Because I like to bullshit too. I like to make excuses too, man. It ain't just you. It's everybody. But it's the conversation that you have with you. Do you have the conversation that gives you the out? Oh, poor baby. Blah, 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 blah. Or do you have the conversation that says, no! Fuck, no! So what other sectors are there? Well, there's 11 sectors. XLU, what is that one? That's utility stocks. Well, about, 12 years ago, I'm sitting at a blackjack table, and I've been to all these seminars, and I'd spent the last 7 years trading stocks, and I've done futures and options, and I'm fucking obsessed. So when I say I study shit, I don't stop. I just read and read and read and fucking read and listen and read and book after fucking book after book. How some of you don't have all my books fucking shocks me. Shocks me. The time and what I would save you, it fucking blows my mind. That anyone would be following me for a year and not have bought them all. It's fucking stupid. They would be so much richer. Because it's what I said in the beginning. It's just time. So 20 fucking years ago, I'm opening a trading account and I'm looking and I'm meeting guys like me. Now, they're smart. They've been doing this for a minute. And I met a guy and I'm too stupid to listen at the time because I know shit. I'm 27 and I feel smart. And this guy's like, look, and he sits me down. He's the very first guy to ever show me indicators. And he used this right here, stochastics. This was all he did. He had stochastics. And all he looked for, and at the time, I don't know what the fuck that is. He's showing it to me. He looks for break. And I don't even know that I'm sitting next to that if I would just listen and do what this guy said, I could make a fortune. But my brain is scattered. I got all this shit going on in my head. And all he's looking for, and he had a 100-day, and to this day, I don't remember what the other one was. And when they came together, he took a $250,000 position in Exxon. And when it would run up, he would scale off, and then one trade would pay his bills for like 6 months to a year. And he would wait for that exact fucking setup again. And if he got caught in it, he had rules for that. And he made a living trading one stock. But here's the thing, he's taking huge positions. And all of his information and data had to do with that one sector, one stock, one commodity, oil. And he knew a shit ton about it. And I didn't get the power of that. And now, today on my podcast, I often open it with what you think about comes about and what you focus on grows. And so you say, well, how did he get to 250? Because that's what he thought about and that's what he focused on. And guess what? If you want to have stocks, guess how? You buy a stock and then that's how you get to 2. And how do you get to 3 is you buy 2. And then that probably leads to 3. And most people who come around me, this is a common complaint. And ask yourself. I get around this dude. We're trading. Next thing I know, I got 50 fucking stocks and I'm stressed and I can't handle it. That's the effect I have on people. And if you've ever been around me, ask me if that's not true. I got people who come around me and within 3 months, they're buying a house. Stressed the fuck out, dude. What did I just do? Oh my God. Next thing you know, they got 4 rental properties. And then I get in thing and he goes, gee, I'm worth $500,000, dude, in 3 years. How's that possible? I say, that's money flow, man. Dude, I met you. I got 40 stocks and 3 houses. No debt. I'm stressed. I know. It's awesome. It's awesome. See, when you sit down to play Monopoly, there's one fucking way to win. You have to buy things. You have to buy things. What did you buy last week? Now you buy things with things. Let's say, you say, what do you mean? Watch this. Let's say you bought some here and you took it off here, because if you're with me in the money flow, you know that's what you're supposed to do. RSI's banging. If it goes higher, great. Stops, right? We start seeing what? It come together. What do we know? It's already telling us what's going to happen. The indicator's already started. Will price confirm? And we see it. The moment they all roll under here, and that went red, that's telling you this is going into a stage 4 decline. Statistically, I just assume. I'm not looking for opposites. I just assume that it's going down. That doesn't mean I have to sell it. But that is the pattern. Now, what's one way to drive yourself crazy? Try to execute a sell signal on 50 fucking stocks. You may not need to, man. You don't need to trade everything in your portfolio. Everything doesn't need to be moved around. That's why people get stressed. They say, well, if the housing market did blah, blah, then I must do. No, you don't. No, you don't. If you know what you own, if you understand the pattern, if you understand and believe, if you have fucking conviction that over time prices go higher, I don't give a fuck if this is the top of the real estate market and it's going to come down. Good. I'll buy then too, man. It ain't a one-time buy. Me, I'm a buy then, I'm a buy now. I'm just going to be a buyer because more attracts more. And you can only play with the hand you're dealt. And the guy who's saying that thinks he knows what's actually going to happen. He doesn't. He has no idea. This is one thing I know. Nobody fucking knows anything. And everyone I talk to who seem to know, I know are stupid or delusional or trying to sell you something. Because I don't know anything. And I'm a multimillionaire and I have no fucking idea. But here's what I do know. Over time, over my life, shit goes up. And because of that, that's given me an advantage. And 2, execution. And so I have a rule. I live by a mandate. I am required by law to accumulate stocks. It's in our mandate. Gerald Peters fucking Incorporated. This is what it says. You will accumulate assets that appreciate or pay dividends, interest, cash flow, coupon payments. That is your fucking reason for living. As you go through your day, you make decisions, you must acquire these things. Well, what are those things? Well, there's all kinds of shit. Stocks, bonds, REITs, business development companies, real estate, syndications, all kinds of shit that I can put money in that'll either A, appreciate, Roku, Peloton, Facebook, or shit that pays me interest, REITs, right? And my job is to accumulate these things. How many? All of them. And he says, well, how many Bitcoin? It's all of them. Buy every fucking Bitcoin. You say, well, I can't do that. I know. But if you ask me how many do I want? All of them. So if I'm buying Exxon as a position trader, guess what business I'm in? Oil. What is the easiest way to spot a rotation? Be in the oil business. So if you're in the oil business, and you're in the shampoo business, and you're in the banking business, and you're in the Bitcoin business, and you're in this business, guess what? And you watch it, you're going to see patterns. What are you going to see? The money flow. And I ain't got to sell. The last dip, I bought a lot of Exxon. Lot. It's way too much in my portfolio now. I kind of like it. It's all right. Take it down again. Take it down again. The last time we took it down, I made a bunch of money. But it took a while. I lost followers. I had people posting shit. Oh, I'm cutting my penis off because the hell ban oil's going down. Remember that guy? Every post I'd make, he'd cry about that. That's you guys with fucking Zillow right now. Bunch of babies. Instead of seeing opportunity. All fucked up. I can't even talk to you. Can't. It's like, General, this soldier wants to talk to you. He's quitting. Okay. Congratulations. Quit. Quit. Leave the battle. Go. Have a safe trip home. We'll fight it for you. We'll get rich. We'll pay Social Security. You be fucking broke. We'll take care of you later. You quit. Don't do it. You know how you lose Monopoly? You don't play. And so I could sit here and show you this pattern. I could show your kids how to trade. That's the easy part. The hard part is getting your fucking social life and your mental life. Some of you still questioning. Should I buy yes, all of them. So this tarot card pattern, my dad called it, look, it's almost like it works on perfect timing, right? Now, I'm going to pick on somebody. Don't take it personal. You might not want to be around me. See, one of the things that happens to people that get around me is I don't listen to your bullshit. Your drama, none of that matters to me. And how that affects you. You still have to do this, man. In the midst of all of your troubles and issues, in the midst of all of that, you still have to do this. Oh, man. Not hearing that bullshit. You still have to do this. So no matter how bad your day is on Monday, the target is still the same here. It don't care. This is the target. And so as you begin to move and operate inside, I get people like, this makes... You see these points? You go read in my book on the moving average, convergence, divergence, and you read it. And then you read it again the next day. And then you read it again. And you read it, and you read it, and you fucking read it. And then you go look up who created it. And then you go get other books about it. And you get intimate with it. This is the flippening, man. Look. You want to catch this the moment that it happens. So how do I do rotate? Watch it. That's it rotating. Right there. When this one's going this way, money's going in. It's rotating. It's coming out of what? Something else. And the reason this stopped going up, why? Money stopped going in. So there was more to the downside pressure until the value's there and people see it and then they go, wow, I need to buy it. And this is the mind fuck of millions and millions of people who get up every day to trade these markets and to watch. And some of them are disciplined, have conviction, realize shit. Sometimes I get it wrong. Sometimes I'm on the wrong side. Sometimes I might get there. Well, that is the risk of trading. That is the risk. This is why it's the hardest game in the world. It's not because it's hard to pick the stocks. It's hard to stay fucking engaged. That's it. It's hard for you to keep your engagement because there's 10 things in the world right now that happen to you or this lined up or that. Your attention comes off of this. You know how I got 17 houses? Is I'm always looking for houses. And when they go under contract, I can't fucking not buy it. And so I obligate my success. So the way you see it is you have positions. So I position trade. I'm going to ride Uber up. And when it gets too high, I'm going to take some down. When it comes in, I'm going to pick some up. And what I'm trying to do is grow the size of the trade over time. And I want to get it bigger and bigger and bigger and more, attracts more. And you get what I'm saying? Is that what you're doing? Come on, man. And so the universe is filled with opportunity. It's knocking at your house right fucking now. I bet I could walk through your house and find 20 tickers that went straight fucking up the last 3 months. And you've been studying with me for a year. Like you're picking up the product. You're using it. You're walking around with it in your pocket. What stock should I buy? The money flow is everywhere. Opportunity is available everywhere. And one man's foreclosure is another man's opportunity. A raw piece of land is a fucking condominium in this guy's head. It's a grocery store in that. But you know what it is in most people's head? Blank. Because they're waiting on permission to move forward. I need permission to be a great trader. No, you need to get up and be one. Right now, you start with what you have, with where you are, with what you can do. And the guy says, I can't follow all your trades. Bullshit. You can open a free paper trade account, act like you give a fuck, and take the trades in there and stay with it. And he says, well, I'm stressed. No shit. Printing money is fucking stressful. You thought they were going to give you money free? Let me tell you what else is stressful. Playing in the NBA, stressful. Being a professional fighter is stressful. You think being a rapper's not stressful? You think being an ER surgeon's not stressful? You thought they were going to give you money and it wouldn't be stressful? And it wouldn't require commitment? I talk to people and act like they explain to me why they couldn't look or can't do it. Well, you don't get that pass. You don't get that pass. The universe is not so corrupt or messed up that it gives people who don't deserve things. They might temporarily, they might pay you during COVID to sit home, but I promise you that fucking ends and you will suffer or you will go hunt and kill. That's it. You're going to get sales or you're going to be sold. You decide. And that's what this game is. I got friends that still debate Bitcoin. It's so fucking stupid I can't even have the conversation at this point. Spoke with an ER doctor. If you're following me, doctor, I apologize, but I don't. I know you're smart. And he says, that's a Ponzi scheme. Well, it's been learning for a long time. Let me in the Ponzi scheme. So is fucking Social Security. We're all on that game. Shit, a lot of things are Ponzi schemes. You ever look at the banking system? We still use them. What that meant. Say, well, sign me up for it, bro. Put me in the cult. Put me in, coach. I'll drink the Kool-Aid. And this magic line is we get back to the money flow. And we're looking at the 4 stages: accumulation, markup, uptrend, blast out, rocket. Number 2 stage, that's where you get paid. Market goes up, right? And boom, we fall into distribution. And distribution this is a great time because this is where price just relax. GP, you need to relax. Why are you yelling at people? Oh man, I want people to get rich. I want you to get rich more than you do. It's all I think about. Every conversation, when I bump into someone, I want you to leave with just a little bit more. I want everyone to be prosperous. And like I said at the beginning, if you hang around me very long, here's what you realize. I don't own enough anything. Oh, dude, I'm so poor. I'm so poor. Jesus said the poor will inherit the earth. The meek said, I'm broke. I'm broke, man. I think that every day. I've never felt abundant, ever. Not once. I don't feel it. Man, some people feel it on so little. I don't know how they do it, man. I'd be terrified. I'd be terrified. That's what this game offers you. This game is Fractal. Anybody can play it. There are kids, teenagers, making thousands of dollars in crypto. Now, when I say that to people, here's what they think. I got to go in and out and in and out and in and out. No, man. You ain't got to pick Shiba. Look, this is Bitcoin. It's the obvious one. They're like, what coin should I pick? I'm like, how much Bitcoin you have? And we could replace this with Ethereum. These are basically on the same social economic level, right? Ethereum's probably running a little hotter. But you don't need any others. That's it. Look, you didn't need to pick Dogecoin. Now, if you did, great, but you didn't need to. These are doing it. You know what you need here? Courage. That's it. That's it. If you take the money flow and you lay it over Bitcoin and all you do, or Ethereum, is buy stage ones for the rest of your life, if this shit works, if the crypto people are right, I believe they are, but I don't know. But let's say they are, you're going to have a lot of money. And all of these stage 4 declines, fuck them. That's it. Say it out loud. Fuck them. Let them come in. I'm all about accumulation. More attracts more. Now, you're sophisticated. Hedge it, baby. Go put a hedge on. You could buy options against the, I don't know, hedge it, get short, take on a little bit. You can find a way. You hedge it. That's how you play the stage 4. You put on the hedge when it happens. Here's what some of the money flow gang did today. I'm not going to beat you up too much, but I am right now, because if you ever do that again, don't tell me about it. But you're doing it. I know you are. Now, some of you, I'm giving you a pass because you're not trading the money flow. So, but I'm talking to the purist. See, if you come to me, I'm a purist. I'm a purist, right? I created it. Some of you guys come to me with a modified version like I'm going to endorse it. Fuck out of here. Now, you're allowed to. I'm not mad at you. But I'm not endorsing it. If you say, what do you think? I'm going to say, yeah, that's stupid. I'd already be doing it. Here's one. Some of you guys already getting short. Look at the cues. You say, yeah, but it's got to come down, Gerald. No, it don't. You just went from the money flow to the prediction game. Now, that's cool for you, but it ain't for me. That's not a short, baby. You're saying the rally's over. I'm fucking positive. We go higher. You say, well, what do you mean? I'm in the money flow, man. I'm not trying to get out of the money flow. Why are you trying to get out of the money flow? What does the money flow say? Does the money flow say this is a sell signal? No. That is a sell signal. Right? So how would this be a sell signal? Now we're going to sell. When I say sell, I'm talking about on a short. We're going to sell into it. But where does it say short it? It don't. What if this just pulls, let's say, where's the next previous low? Right around in there. Price pull back in here, working this off. It's going to stay above the 20. And then we climb higher. But if you're in the prediction game, oh, we're not going higher. We're going down, man. We got to go way down here. We're going to come way down. You don't know that. You don't know that. So I'm in the now. The now is fucking bullish. So all I'm doing is downsizing. I'm not getting out. I'm not shorting this. God forsake. Why would I short it? It's going up. Just some of you are like, oh, man. Now, if you're doing it and your hand's on the trigger and you're playing around, you're gambling, I get that, okay? I'm teaching the purest form of the money flow. We can differ on that. But you came to a priest for absolution. I can't give it to you. It ain't there. You're doing something else. But I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. But I have been downsizing the TQ. Could we see a rotation? Well, what's down? I mean, shit, everything's on the run. Look at bonds. Look at bonds, man. Look what bonds are doing. Coming into our first profit target, right? What? Previous high. About right in there. Has it ever been here before? Yep. Right? What do we see? Stage 1, stage 2. Went into thing, and then it gets caught. This can happen. We talk about that in the boot camp. Breaks that, stage 4. Starts building a new one. We get our breakout. Now what? First target, we let it run. But we're trading the TMF, which is a triple leveraged fund. Takes less money and it moves triple. So we're looking at about a $30 target. We could hit it on Monday. So as good traders, so as we don't stress ourselves out, take out our handy little notebook. We don't need a filter. And we go, all right, probably going to downsize this if I'm trading it right around in here. And I want to take that money and do what? Either pick up some stage 1s or some breakouts that are doing this earlier in the stage. And I want to keep rolling that money back as I follow the pattern through. And that, my friends, is the money flow. And it's super deep, man. I wish I could take you down the whole thing. Takes about a year. Takes about a year, man. Wish I could take you by the hand, take you through it. Takes about a year. You're going to have to get some courage, though. Put on the full armor. The Bible says put on full armor, God. You ever read? That's one of my favorite passages. I'm not even a Christian, so don't get bugged out. But I like that. Put on the full armor. And here's what's cool. He says the shield, that's faith, man. So he's using this symbolically. Well, that's the money flow, gang, man. MFG. I met a guy in New Orleans, and most of my friends just called me G or GP. G or GP. Well, he saw this tattoo I have, Money Flow Gang. And he said he thought it stood for motherfucking Gerald. I was like, I like that. But no, that'd be weird. It's not what it stands for, man. And I told him, he said, why would you get that tattooed? I said, it reminds me, man. That's what this does. This is the pattern. It reminds you. And what I want you to know is the money flow is big. It's compass. This is the pattern will play out in all your stocks. And how you handle yourself inside of the pattern based on what it is you're trying to accomplish. So if you're trying to swing trade, this is the swing trade. It's so simple. Watch. This is swing trading, guys. Watch. What happens, sometimes people get it, they carry it over and it all kind of runs together. That's not what swing trading is. Swing trading is catching a move. Like that breakout. And I teach this in the book. And where are we looking to get out, man? This is how I used to swing. I want to catch the breakout. I want to close it down when it hits the RSI or a previous high zone. So these happen to coincide with each other. That's it. What is the swing? The swing is what happened right there. That is the meat of the swing. Now, it could be to the downside. You could be into shorting, right? And so what you're looking to play is the stage 4s, right? That's what you're looking to play. Now, if you want to play that, you got to understand those have to be covered. You can't ride that out. So you're going to have to be cool taking a loss. And if it moves against you, you've got to get out. And that's what a short squeeze is about. They got to get the fuck out. They can't wait. Why? Because it could bankrupt them. What if it keeps going and going and going and going? It'll take all of their money. If you run a hedge fund, it'll take every fucking penny. If you don't close out the short against on Tesla and it goes higher and fucking higher and higher, and you're like, well, it can't go any higher, and it does. And based on some and the money flow said it's going up. And all those fucking genius idiots are trying to short it when it's going up. They're on the wrong side of the money flow. And they will lose all of their money. And so inside of, as price moves through stage 1, 2, 3, and 4, you have to become intimate. What is that distribution? What does that mean? And what are the indicators? What is the 5-day and the 10-day? Why are they exponential and what are they doing? I could see them in my mind as they come together. They start to lay on top of each other. And you have that convergence, moving average, convergence, divergence. It begins to converge. And that's what you see right there. And I could see it in my mind. And support and resistance, it's just where price stops, and then it does it enough that you can see it. And you can see it, and it's alive, and it's abundant. It's in a short window, and it's in the long term, but it's built out over the long term, but it's also inside of the short term. Look, you could see it right there. That's resistance. And this isn't perfect. It is until it's broken. Support and resistance is designed to be broken. Meaning, if we use it at the price often stops where it has before. Now, this is on the triples get a little out of whack. Let's go to the XLU. If you don't know that, don't look at the triples for your trading. You look at the regular.